On Wednesday, defensive end Osi Umenyiora announced his retirement from the NFL with a one-year contract to retire a Giant.
When it was time for me to leave and go to Atlanta, I was excited about it. But once I got there, I was like, damn, and you miss everything, man. There's nothing like being a New York Giant. And I wish some of the players here would truly understand that, because it's easy to think one thing, but once you get a chance to go somewhere else and experience something else, then you truly realize what family is. And New York is home for me. I would literally be on the plane when we would be coming back from games. And I love my Atlanta teammates now, don't get me wrong, but we would be watching games, we would be watching the Giants, and I would be openly cheering for the Giants in a plane full of Atlanta Falcons, and they'll be looking at me like, is this guy out of his mind? What are you doing? But I just couldn't help myself. It was that Giant in me, and so there was no doubt about when it was time for me to retire, I was going to come here.
Among several things he reflected on, Umenyiora discussed how after a charity event in Jacksonville, he took a liking to Tom Coughlin, who is Umenyora's head coach for 8 of his 11 NFL seasons.
You have to have two different personalities to be in the NFL. You have to have a personality that you present when you're at work, and you have to have a personality that you present when you're outside of work. And I really learned a lot from that day. He's a true inspiration to me, and the New York Giants are lucky to have him.
In 9 seasons with Big Blue, Osi won 2 Super Bowls with the team, including Super Bowl 42 when the G-Men defense beat up on Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, who sought a perfect season.
Coach Coughlin was praying, and I'm quite sure God himself probably said, you guys probably not going to win this game. But for us to go out there and do that the way we did and dominate that offense the way we did, it was truly an experience, man. And you never really see defensive line play like that. Like, we controlled the game. Like, we determined the outcome of that game. Obviously Spags came up with a tremendous game plan, and we went out there and executed it. So to see that and to know that defensive, I think that the NFL has changed because of that. You see more and more teams trying to go to the whole NASCAR package and put more and more pressure on the quarterback, because they see that this is how you affect the game going forward. And to have been a part of that was serious.
So what's next for Osi?
Be the Michael Strahan of London.
Osi Umenyiora will now work with the NFL as the game looks to expand itself. Meanwhile, in 11 seasons, Osi recorded 85 sacks, 301 tackles, 14 fumbles, and 5 touchdowns on turnovers, 4 from fumbles, and 1 from an interception return. Osi said, quote, "It came full circle." With the Giants in East Rutherford, New Jersey, I'm Carousso.